Hey YouTube, I wanted to come on and do a quick review on this unit I have by Hair by Belle Bree. To start, I ordered this unit back in March. I want to say the end of March. It took like 2 weeks for me to get the unit. And off the rip, the hair is great. I'm not even gonna lie. The hair flat irons nice. The hair actually waves up to a really, really pretty, like body wave, almost like wavy texture. This is kind of like a spur of the moment video though. So if I ramble or if I'm all over, please forgive me. But I first became familiar with Belle Bree hair a couple of years ago. A co-worker of mine recommended her hair to me, and at the time I was still rocking like AliExpress hair. I was still looking for quality hair that would last me a long time but wasn't super unaffordable. Like I wanted affordable hair that was of quality and looked good. So I ordered, I've had her straight hair like maybe 3 times. I've had straight hair from her, and then I tried her deep wave texture, and all of the times that I used her hair, I was impressed. But there was a few things that I didn't love off the rip, and I'm gonna break it down just for anybody that comes across her hair company and wants to try it or has any questions about it. For one, she specializes in Brazilian hair. So she doesn't sell any other origin or texture or whatever. Well, excuse me, origin. She only sells Brazilian hair. One of the things that I love about her company is that she offers different hair textures. She sells straight hair, she sells deep wave hair, she sells body wave hair, she sells natural wave hair. She has a couple of like kinky textures, kind of close to kinky textures like Brazilian curly, Burmese, all of that. That's one of the things that I fell in love with about her company. But what I noticed about her hair is that her hair is a little bit more on the coarser side. So if you like extensions that will blend well with African American hair or relaxed hair, or you just want hair that has a little bit more oomph to it, like I said, as far as in texture, I do recommend her hair. Like I said, I don't hate it, but it's not my first choice because I prefer a little bit more silkier textures, and I'm gonna tell you why. It being more coarse played into the curly textures, the curly hair. I ordered deep wave hair from her, and that deep wave hair gave me a good year before it started misbehaving. Like I started getting tangling in the nape. It wasn't manageable, and it didn't matter what I did to it. Like I co-washed the hair, I followed all the instructions. I used leave-in conditioners. I used I would use like mousses, a lot of body, and the hair would look decent, but I noticed like with friction and movement, the hair started misbehaving. For me, the best performance I've had is with her straight hair. Even though I do get a little bit of tangling in the nape, like from the friction or whatever, her straight hair does behave best for me. She did say that she switched vendors recently, and that's one of the other things that kind of like ignited me to order from her again. I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't see a major difference in her hair textures. Or maybe it's just something that she wanted universal regardless of the vendor. Maybe she was like, hey, you know what, having coarser, more textured hair is mandatory for me. I don't know. But another thing I would like to elaborate and add is that her closures are bomb. Like, her HD lace is literally, in my experience with all, like, I've been wearing extensions virgin hair for years at this point, and her closures, they melt, they blend nicely, and this unit that I just purchased, I would say is some of the best lace I've had. Her closures are not super thick as far as in all her units, because like I said, I've ordered from her a couple of times. I think the first time I ordered from her was back in 2017 or 2018. The hair was nice. Like I said, it wasn't too far off, like I said, and that was a couple years ago, so I don't really see a major difference. And then I ordered her straight hair again right after COVID in 2021. And then, and I actually ordered from her twice. I ordered straight hair from her, and then I ordered the deep wave from her. The length too is another thing I wanted to add on. Like I said, this video is a little bit scattered. I'm gonna try to edit it before I post it on anything. But the length. If you want your hair to sit like a 24, I would order a 26. If you wanted it to sit like a 22, I would order a 24. Her hair is, I wouldn't say her hair is true to length. I measured it. I ordered this unit. You can pick how many bundles you want in your wig too, which is really nice. Like, you can pick your cap size, you can pick how many bundles you want, you can pick the texture or whatever, and it's not an upcharge. I love that. But I ordered I think I ordered two 24 inches, a 22, and a 20-inch closure, and the hair is sitting like a 24. I mean, it's sitting like a 22 on me. I'm sorry, excuse me. Like I said, it's not a bad thing, because a lot of companies are different with how they do their length checks. You know, like, I don't know if maybe the hair was trimmed before it was sent to me. I don't know 100%. But yeah, like, her length, a little off, like I said, which isn't horrible, but it is a price difference. Of course, the longer the length, the more it's going to cost. And I wish I would have been a little bit more educated on that, or if I would have knew that, like I said, it would be like I said, ordering a 22 would fit more like a 24, which isn't, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Because the lace makes up for it, and like I said, the texture, I don't hate the texture, but the texture is a little bit more coarse for me, and I noticed, for me, her hair performs well with a lot of product. Like, if I use like bio silk, for instance, is one of my favorites. I use like whey, and honestly, I'm not gonna say like a lot of product. That was wrong of me to say a lot of product. I would say a serum. A nice serum is great, especially in the nape area, because that's where I noticed the tangling first. So if you get you like a bio silk, some whey, or some Brazilian argan oil, which these are products that she recommends for the maintenance of the hair, then I would say go for it. But overall, I would give her hair, for me, a 7.5 or a solid 8. Only because this is like my 5th time ordering hair from her. Like I said, I love the hair. I do like the hair. I like the convenience of the wig I would say when I order from her again, I would order a cap size up because I ordered a small. And I did some research on how her caps fit, and I thought the small size would fit best for me, but I think a medium is good. But the only reason why I'm saying like her hair I would give her hair like a solid 8 is because, like I said, I feel like when you're dealing with textures like curly hair, like curly textures like deep wave, natural wave, water waves, like when you're getting into textures like that, the hair shouldn't be coarse. The hair should be a little bit more on the silky side, because curly hair and wavy hair, any type of texture, should be, viewed as maintenance. You're gonna have to maintain that curl pattern. You're gonna have to maintain that texture. You're gonna have to maintain for that hair to look good. So I feel like throwing a texture on it doesn't really help it, because like I said, if the hair is a little bit more coarse as the hair wears, the hair can end up being less manageable, which means it can be more prone to tangling. So if her hair was silkier, in my opinion, I would, like I said, I would give her a solid 10, and I love her hair. Her customer service is great. Like, I messaged her on Instagram. She got back to me immediately, just educating me on the hair. I was asking her questions about the cap size, the different textures. So her customer service is there. Her quality is there. I would just say, like I said, for me, I would prefer a more silkier texture. I prefer hair that's not as coarse. So yeah, I'm 7.5, 8 out of 10. I would recommend. I would give her hair a chance. I would try her hair out. But yeah, this is my first YouTube video. This is my first time recording for YouTube. But I didn't really see a lot of recent videos on her hair as of late, and I do feel like, me posting a video about her hair, I'm not an influencer, I'm not sponsored, I wasn't sent the hair. An honest review from somebody that is, a real buying customer, and like I said, not an influencer, could help out the next person. So if you're scrolling through Instagram and you come across her hair, I would give her hair a try, but I would most definitely be aware that, for one, her hair is a little bit more coarser in texture. Her curlier texture, she offers an array of textures. Like I said, curly hair, straight hair. I think she still offers blonde hair as well. And then she does wigs. Her wigs are made to order. Her wigs, because they're made to order, they take a little bit longer to get to you, but that's not the end of the world. I would order from her. If you order a wig, I would have it in the back of my head that the hair would not come urgently. But aside from that, I would recommend her hair. And yeah, that's it.